to Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Okay, Larry, thank you. We are just off I-95 at the home of the Eagles, Lincoln Financial Field on the south side of Philadelphia. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Arizona Cardinals and the Philadelphia Eagles. And they'll run it here. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Play action to Sproles. Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They'll get 16 yards there. And that leads to a Philadelphia first.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
And they'll go on the ground. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front, creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. And the tight end, Zach Ertz, is key in this offense as we get a look at the starters.
Comes out of the factory known as Stanford, which keeps putting out tight ends. Zach Ertz, one of the better ones we've seen in recent years.
Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. Now Wentz on 3rd down. This will be caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. And here is the Cardinal defense.
Patrick Peterson is almost an anomaly at cornerback. A big, thick, physical guy who can run with any receiver in the league.
Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. Wentz now on 3rd and goal. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Alshon Jeffrey, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Sturgis now for the point after. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. And the quarterback, he's got some big threats at wideout.
And they seem to get bigger all the time, don't they, Brandon? Every time I look out and watch a game, we're getting these bigger, more athletic, acrobatic receivers. We have some today.
And on 2nd and 10 now.
Get ready. Blue 50.
2nd and 10 now, and it's Palmer. Screen play, Johnson. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And we peek at the defense now for Philadelphia.
Jordan Hicks played inside and outside linebacker while in college. He'll do the same in the NFL and make a lot of plays in doing so.
So here we go, a 3rd down after the 2nd down pass completion.
Get ready. Blue 95. Blue 95. Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
Off the play fake. Here's Palmer. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he's going to take this one down to about the 46-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Get ready.
They go play action now. Palmer going up top. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. J.J. Nelson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. On play action, Wentz. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
And there was a good opportunity that just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Only 3 there on the screen at second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Here we go. Blue,
On second down, Johnson. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. Third and 4. Play action. It's Palmer. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cardinals. J.J. Nelson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll cut it out to the sideline. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. All week in practice, they stressed grounding, pounding the football, and they really executed it well there to get the first down.
That usually means getting back to being physical in practice, because when you emphasize pounding the football, it doesn't really come together unless you practice it the same way you're going to play it in the game. That means more bodies, more pads, and a whole lot of popping last week, and they got it done in the game.
They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
So much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
And the tackle's made there by one of the secondary members. And I can guarantee you, having played that spot in the huddle right now or on the field, they're urging for a little bit more support from the guys up front. I actually remember one game where I hopped over a defensive lineman to make a tackle downfield and realized he was 10 yards downfield. That's not good. That's being driven off the line of scrimmage, and you can't have that if you're going to win a game on defense. I'm not quite sure how he wasn't able to hold on to that one in the end zone. A great opportunity lost, but a lot of relief for the defensive guys. When they get into film next week, they're going to want to know what happened. Where was the breakdown that almost allowed a touchdown?
Second down here after the incomplete pass. Once again here on 2nd and 10. Caught right side is Jeffrey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They go play action here on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
All right, now look at 57. No, check. Patriot.
They'll come out in the pistol. On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Set. Blue, landing. Leopard. Check 43. Watch it now, Barney.
Play action to Sproles. Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. 2nd and goal to go now. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And he's got it up and through. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. On the return, here's Dree Archer. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Shift together here from the D-line. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 2nd down, Palmer. Screenplay, Johnson. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Let's go. Wide, 18. Wide, 18.
Now Palmer on first down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. And now we're circling here around the 2-minute warning.
This is a setup play, trying to get one last one in before the clock warning.
So a pause here for us as well. Time to pay some bills. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. Offense readies for a 2nd and 1. Brown, the lone receiver left.
Let's go, let's go.
They'll come out in the pistol. Now Palmer to throw on 2nd down. Caught by Nelson left side. And he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short. 2nd down, they need less than a yard to pick up the first. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. Again, it's Palmer. And this will be incomplete. J.J. Nelson, the intended target. And it's 3rd and short.
Well, Brandon, all receivers are trying to make sure that the defender thinks they're going to the middle of the field when they're running the outcut. On that play, didn't get it done very well because that one was batted down.
Let's go.
On 3rd and 1, it's Palmer. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. And it's 4th down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old-school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
Now it's Nick Novak back out following his field goal to send it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
A nice carry there of 15 yards. And quickly, they get to the line.
The good old toss play, and this time they go to the left side, so give a lot of credit to the offensive line. The center, guard, tackle, able to seal that side for the guy that we don't get.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Wentz now on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They isolate Jeffrey to the left side. Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Wentz now to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Wentz will try again on second down. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we send you down to Orlando where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
On second down, Palmer. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Give him 6 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. And they're going to speed things up here. On third down, Palmer. Screen play, Johnson. And he's got Rome still on his feet. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
They'll throw on first down here with Palmer. And this is caught on the left side, Jerron Brown. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Partner, nothing complicated here. This is just a pretty simple drag route.
You're exactly right, Brandon. Instead of throwing it downfield, they just throw it underneath and let the receiver do the work.
To throw again, it's Palmer. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Throwing now. Palmer on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
18. Sally 19. Sally 19. Deep. Deep. Regular.
Throwing again here, Palmer. He's got the hook up to John Brown on the right side. Touchdown, Cardinals. John Brown, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of the starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They go play action here on first down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they've managed to get it done.
And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with 3rd and just a couple. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. And on the ground they go with a running back. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They've got to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. After watching that play and result, I go back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator, Brandon, before the game and said, how are you going to move the ball running it against the #1 defense? He gave us no indication, didn't tip his hand at all, so we have to see how this unfolds as this game moves along.
Now Palmer to throw on 2nd down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Brandon Graham in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on 2nd down. And the Eagles will go with an extra DB here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd.
Thinking pass all the way.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line.
Strength throwing the football downfield has never been an issue for this big guy. I still remember the first time I met him. He was playing for USC, and when I got introduced to him, I thought I was meeting their starting tight end, not their starting quarterback.
Such a presence, Carson Palmer.
Very much so. Has had it ever since he entered campus there and still has it today.
Brown, the lone receiver left. On 1st and 10, it's Palmer. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Let's go.
And he motions the wide receiver. 2nd and 10 now, and it's Palmer. Screen play, Johnson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by a former first. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, no, I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Cardinals offense here ready to take over. And last time, decent field position through the pick-6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time. And he can't get away from the pressure. Palmer sacked. Fletcher Cox in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Time running out here on the play clock. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. On 2nd down, Palmer. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful.
Let's go, let's go. Regular. Sally 19.
Now Palmer on 3rd and long. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
A first down carry here for Johnson. David Johnson on his way. And all the way down to the 5. A big run there by Johnson. 56 yards on the ground. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Get ready, Blue 58.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And from the 3 now, it's 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
It's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
On play action, it's Wentz. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 13 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. Third down now following the run. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
All right, here we go.
On 3rd and short, Smallwood. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
3 down. Here we go now.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down. So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store.
Stop right there. Leopard,
They isolate Jeffrey to the left side.
Here we go. Green, 30.
Back to the air on second down. Wentz toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up fourth down.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and it may be a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
All right, so you needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal then maybe not exactly what they wanted, but it's a necessary first step.
Still plenty of time remaining, but you could really use a stop defensively after the kickoff, preferably a 3-and-out.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. They come out here in the eye.
18.
Throwing now, Palmer on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make this a second down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And Palmer gives to Johnson. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Fresh set of downs here.
Let's go, let's go. Blue 95. Blue 95.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that, +3.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one.
Blue 95.
Slot man moves right. On third down, Johnson. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Well, partner, it might...
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. They come out here in the eye. Palmer gives to Johnson. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run. Give the tackle that time to Rodney McLeod. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. 2nd and 5. On the toss, here's Johnson. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
Palmer to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the 1st.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even add it a...
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now Wentz. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory. Well, I know at points of this when you wanted to